Analysis of Christian Dior and Prada Group. This is an external and internal analysis on Christian Dior and Prada Group. Both companies are considered the biggest fashion industry leaders and main competitors. As they lead the way, we will look at their work through Mckinsies 7S, Porter's Fire Forces, Pestel, and Swot tools of analysis. Although they are in a similar market, the product line differs and remains competitive. Mckinsies 7S model. Prada Group. Shared values. Innovation and reinvention emphasizes on the heritage, forward thinking, and superior communication between customers and the company. Christian Dior's shared values are product excellence, creativity and innovation, and emphasizes on the LVMH's heritage. Prada Group's strategy, excellent in quality and reliability of their product, acquisition of other brands, successful international expansion, and efficiency in production. Christian Dior strategy, classic simple design, using super class quality fabrics, employing the best industry designers. Structure. Now we'll look at the Prada's and Christian Dior's structures, staff, style, and skills perspectives. Structure. Prada. 80% of all shares is kept by Prada holding staff. Selection process is transparent. Also, Prada Group cooperates with prestigious universities and employees working for a company for a long time. Style. Prada managers have direct control over the system of a company, and it ranges from the industrial process to the quality of clothes. Skills. Very good reputation making sophisticated high quality products, and long history brings a lot of knowledge as well. Christian Dior structure. The company is a part of LVMH group. It's got dynamic environment and also encourages individuals to provide initiatives to assess them on the benchmark. Staff. High requirements for personal traits, skills, access to the other brands in portfolio such as LV and Fendi, and it's got primarily focuses on the niche of women fashion market. Main differences between Prada and Dior. Prada has much more higher diversity of products for lower prices. Dior brand position can be described as classic and traditional. Prada has a balanced portion of men and women customers, and Dior is considered as more luxurious by customers. Prada has got much more higher portion of young customers. Now we will look at the similarities. Both brands emphasize their knowledge and heritage from their long history. Prada and Dior see opportunities for expansion to foreign nations such as India. It's also innovation as a competency. Pestel analysis on Prada Group and Christian Dior. Political perspective. Prada Group. Unfavorable exchange rate and general falling consumption has weakened the performance in Asia. Christian Dior's political perspective. French Chamber of Culture denounced a degrading action for the haute couture image when license arrived. Dior was also involved in a scandal after John Galliano's made some anti-Semitic remarks against them. Economical perspective. Prada Group. Prada announced 28 billion euros profit. Unfortunately, high taxes in Asia and Pacific markets have led to the price differentiation. Also, 71% of all Prada sales are generated by the retail channel, remaining 29% from wholesale. Christian Dior's economical perspective. The profit came up to similar to Prada's, as well as 28 billion euros. Also, Dior fashions made up to 75% of Paris fashion exports and 5% of all France's total export revenue. Social. Prada Group. Prada Group invests in young people through training and professional development. Also, 90% of all workforce are permanent employees from 40 different nationalities. Christian Dior's social perspective. That Dior company was criticized by the fashion model for promoting unrealistic body image in women. Technological. Prada Group. Innovative design. Daily relationship with law enforcement authorities. And it has online anti-counterfeiting strategy. Christian Dior's technological. The sales staff are using iPads featuring a range of digital technologies to encourage customers to play with and try on jewelry and watch it virtually. Environmental. Prada Group. 70% of all waste produced in the manufacturing sites and headquarters is recycled and reused. Also, 68% of all product packaging is certified and made from recycled materials. Also, it has 12 production sites, 11 in Italy and 1 in UK, having 2,000 employees in house production divisions. Christian Dior's environmental. They're trying to reduce their energy consumptions, and trying to minimize the water and energy usage and the cut emissions of the greenhouse gases. Legal. Prada Group. They established an industrial compliance committee in 2010. Christian Dior. At the end of 2010, they only declared the major shareholder in Christian Dior SA was Group Arnold SAS. Also, the group's control amounted to 70% of Dior stock and 83% of its voting rights. Now we will look at Porter's 5 forces. Threat of new entrants. Scale economies. Prada and Christian Dior are luxury brands and have both achieved high-level economies of scale. Both companies entered the market a long time ago and have a historic place within the industry. Knowledge of design production. Focus and dedication to quality in retail. Their production is the key element in defining them as luxury brands. Brand image. Prada and Christian Dior have built high brand loyalty and their logos are recognized worldwide. Capital requirements. To compete in the luxury brand industry are high. The threat of new entrants is moderate. For both Prada and Christian Dior, the factors are similar, and therefore the threat of new entrants is the same for both companies. Bargaining power of buyers. Number of buyers. Prada and Christian Dior both depend on wealthy customers. Differentiation. The Prada group has a better diversity of brands within the group that are more affordable. The brand identity of both brands are strong, which gives buyers less power. There is a moderate threat of buyers switching between brands within the luxury goods industry. Switching costs do not affect Prada or Christian Dior consumers. The bargaining power of buyers is low. Threat of substitutes. Price of substitutes. The price of substitutes within the luxury brand industry do not pose a particular threat to either Prada or Christian Dior. However, during the downtime, consumers will turn to more affordable brands. Quality of substitutes. Both brands have very little difference. They both aim to produce the highest quality fashion. Switching costs. There are no switching costs with regards to a monetary factor for Prada and Dior. The threat of substitutes is moderate for Prada and Christian Dior. The threat comes from other luxury good brands such as Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and Chanel. Bargaining power of suppliers. Number of suppliers. A shortage of skilled workers and skilled craftsmanship has dropped dramatically. Level depends on suppliers. Both companies heavily rely on their suppliers. Ability to substitute and unique services. it is very difficult for Prada and Christian Dior to find substitutes. Switching costs. Neither Prada or Dior can easily switch. The cost of switching could result in a fail in quality or production levels. The bargaining power of suppliers is high, as it is incredibly difficult for either company to acquire new suppliers. Rivalry among existing competitors. Number of competitors. The Prada group compete against LVMH, which is the largest luxury goods group, and which Christian Dior itself owns almost 43% of all LVMH. Both brands also have many other direct competitors. Both companies are the main icons of their country's fashion identity. The exit barriers are therefore more emotional barriers, but Christian Dior have more specialized assets which would be difficult to sell, as their sole purpose is to manufacture haute couture pieces. Industry concentration. There are a large number of small independent brands that both Prada and Christian Dior compete with. Rivalry among existing brands is growing and would be considered as high for both Prada and Christian Dior, as they are constantly competing. SWOT analysis on Prada Group. Strengths: loyal audience, multi-brand stores, successful alliances, recognizable, unique heritage. Weaknesses: private, difficulty in acquiring funding. 57% of all sales are leather goods. Unfriendly policy to environment. Opportunities: growing markets, for example China. Franchises, digital marketing, young generation of consumers. Threats: falsifications, existing competitors with rising catwalk copies. SWOT analysis on Christian Dior. Strengths: successful portrayal into perfume and footwear, strong brand name, excellent brand advertising. Weaknesses: fluctuation in exchange rates, tough competition, replicas created loss of brand identity. Opportunities: they can improve into online retail, they can focus on green initiatives to expand in emerging markets and invest in the male market. Threats: was criticized for only dressing the anorexics, was rid of competitive brands like Gucci, Chanel and Prada, and was counterfeiting issues, and global slowdown has led to decline in luxury marketing. Summary: we must conclude that though there is a moderate threat of new entrants, these are well-established brands that have survived many decades. Prada dates back to 1913 to enter the market, and compete will be very costly. And the threat of new substitutes is only really a threat during economic downturn. Both groups have similar strengths and weaknesses, as well as similar opportunities and threats. The high threats of rivalry among existing competitors has always been there, and these brands have competed against each other for many years and continue to do so, and both are able to sustain their positions within the luxury market. Therefore, we conclude that their strategic position is still relatively safe, even though they face some high and moderate factors.